Hey, welcome to the operation. My name is Andrew, and today we will find out, can you beat Dying Light by only kicking? If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here. Now let's get on with the video. Okay, let's start with the rules. Rule number 1, I can only kick. Alright, let's move on. Just kidding. Rule number 2 is, I can use any item that doesn't deal damage, like shields, firecrackers, etc. And the final rule is, cutscenes where my character uses a weapon don't count towards failing the challenge. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can move on to the challenge.
Oh shit, here we go again.
We start our journey falling into the city of Haran. Sent by the GRE, I am the most dangerous force on the planet, with my stinging fast kicks that no opponent can deflect. And with my more superior yeet feet in the air move, no one stands a chance. Okay, so we land in the bad part of town, and we get mugged. Off to a great start. We have a bit of luck and get saved by some locals. One bites the dust and the other is a girl. Haven't talked to one of those in a while. So nervous. Wish me luck, and I blacked out. We wake up in the tower and find ourselves doing some parkour. We head back and all of a sudden we get hit with seizures, reminding us that we are infected. But we are the main character. We don't die. Oops, sorry, spoilers. We finally are set free and are told to go meet Dr. Zara and get a shot of Anticin to suppress our symptoms. Spike gives us our first mission and some fireworks. Distracted some zombies.
You got bamboozled, look at you.
As we are toward the end of our first mission, we meet a big boy. No, someone that is referred to as... Damn! I took it upon myself as a challenge to bring this giant down. After a long, hard fight filled with kicks and dodging, I stand victorious. The Damn! Died by too many kicks. We hear over the radio that a new set of airdrops has just landed and that it is my job to go get them. I head there and some of Ryze's men had already gotten there. I have 4 choices. A. Level up and then kill them all in epic honorable fashion. B. Run away and forget I ever saw them. C. Call mom. And finally D. Join them and vibe out as friends. And the answer is, drumroll please, A. That's right, I grinded levels with a nearby agility run and was able to do my yeet feet in the air trademarked move. Now I was able to take them out one by one. My reward? Items I can't even use. We now head to the second drop and find all the Anticin, and yet we burn it all. Like, come on, keep a few vials? The main character is still sick with the virus and needs Anticin to stay alive. I would have saved the whole case personally.
Oh hell no, I'm out of here.
We haul back to the tower, not looking back at all. After a heart attack or two, we meet up with Brecken and volunteer to go to Ryze's place. We head towards Ryze's place to meet him and try to get a deal done to get some Anticin. Find myself in the middle of an interrogation. Too bad I couldn't join in. Looked fun. Talked with Ryze and so we became an errand boy. Climbed some towers and made communication clear. Threatened an old guy for some money. Threatened another guy for some money. And collected debt from the third threatened guy. Kicked a guy to death. Yep. Returned to Ryze to get our Anticin, but we got way less than what was agreed upon.
This is only 5 vials.
Raheem almost falls like a drunk. We meet up with Jade in a boxcar. Witness an execution of sorts. Break into an elementary school looking for an Anticin stash. Proceed to smash people in the face with my yeeting feet. Also curb stomp them into a desk. Yeah, I did that. We find some TNT instead of Anticin, so that's lit. Jade leaves me to fight the bad guys. How selfish. I kill them with ease anyways, so, you know, no biggie. We head back to the tower to talk with Jade. I tell Jade, Raheem, that I'm in charge of the explosive that Jade and I got. The doc tells me to go get some bolter tissue. I then find a very good way to level up my power level. So take tips if you want to do this yourself. You first want to claim this safe area next to where the bolter spawns. Now you just need to sleep till night, run straight at the bolter and yeet him. Collect his tissue too, it's great money. Now just rinse and repeat. I did this later in the playthrough, but for now I just did it once for the story. I hand the tissue samples to the doc and he tells me that his experiment ended up working, so that's cool. Raheem tells me over the radio that he took the explosives and that he is in trouble with some infected. We later find Raheem in the nearby train yard hiding like a little bitch. We make a building go. Return to Raheem to find that he turned infected. Brecken gets mad. Jade also gets mad and runs away. Dr. Zara gets kidnapped, and we go to Ryze's place to rescue him. I finally find a way up the building without needing a grappling hook. In my last video of Dying Light, I couldn't find how to get in, but I finally saw the way up. And I've beaten this game many times by now. I kill everyone on the roof and head into the building. I stealth my way through and get into the garage area. This next part was tough. I had to kill one guy at a time. Luckily this isn't a damage or permadeath challenge, cause oof, I would have failed this countless times. After many deaths, I finally killed the last 3 guys and I rescued the doc. Well crap, never mind. Operation Saving Dr. Zera is a no-go.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
We find ourselves in the pit of doom. I killed a wave of infected with no problem. Then, trouble comes a-knockin'. We now have a new challenger.
Oh, hell no!
This fight was all about technique. It took 10 minutes of just kicking him to finally bring him down. The thick boy died by too many yeeting kicks. Reyes didn't seem too happy about that, so I cut his hand off and got the hell out of there. After making my way out of that maze, I found myself having a set of seizures. Woke up on the pier, Brecken informed me of what is going on with Jade and what Reyes is doing. I got all my stuff back thanks to our friend Kareem. The next part of the game was going to be more tough, so I power grinded at the same spot I all told you about earlier. It took a bit, and when I say it took a bit, it only took me not even 10 minutes to get from power level 6 to power level 9. This makes things a ton more easier, and now I can curb stomp things. We get information on where we need to go to find Sector 0. To the sewers! And I got ambushed. But this is why I leveled up. I can now get through this part much easier. Made it to Old Town, met Troy and her friends. Jade is still very mad at me. She must have something stuck up. I get to the university, Jade's not there, but our good friend Spike is. I leave and Troy says over the radio that I should come back to their tower because they have something to show me. I get back and they show me what lies and deceit look like. They send me to go help make a sign to the world that there are still people alive in the quarantine. So naturally, we blow up an apartment building. The only answer, really. Not a minute later and some jets decide to destroy our sign. Went to go talk with Jade, and she got kidnapped. Of course, things just can't go our way, huh? Kinda like the year 2020. We talk to the custodian and find a way to get into the fort that Jade is being held in. This next part was pretty tough, having to get close enough to an enemy and kill one at a time. I got lucky with this part and managed to run by where I needed to go. I then died, but I must have passed the checkpoint area and I respawned where I can continue. I also had respawn protection, which helped a lot, as you can see. I finally made it to Jade. Turns out Reyes got her infected and is making us choose between who gets to live and die. I have an LSD trip. Jade gives me the anticin. Reyes sends his goons to kill us both, but Jade just wrecks them. Then she goes to town on the last one. Wait, Jade. Damn, she really went to town on the last one. Ended Jade's suffering, and now I was faced with the biggest challenge of them all, Tahir. Yep, this mofo just keeps dodging every kick and every yeeting feet I kick at him. The only move I can make that does any damage is just the simple kick, which only does 1 damage. This fight took way too long. It took me an hour and a half to finally kick this turd's ass. Tahir the turd died by way too many kicks. After killing Tahir, we head to the sewers to go to the radio tower just outside the city. We make it through without too many problems. We eventually get outside and make our way up to the base of the radio tower. I clear all the infected out except for one stubborn son of a bitch. This guy would just not die no matter how many kicks. I can continue without having to kill him, but I was too invested into wanting him dead that I just said F it and made some Molotovs and lit him up. He finally died and I celebrated. This was also so unnecessary, by the way. Okay. I parkour my way up to hook up the amplifier in order to get the ministry to stop the bombing of Haran. After that, I head towards where Dr. Camden is holding out in. Once there, I make my way through the lab and finally get those samples to him. After talking with Dr. Camden, I talk with the GRE. Psych! It's Reyes instead. Yay, Reyes, the guy that just won't shut up. We make it to Reyes' tower with the promise that we will end this once and for all. The game gives me a warning and I press onward. I run by all the infected in one go without taking any damage. It would have been really nice to do this in my last challenge. I make it down the hole and am now faced with being chased by a swarm of volatiles. I run like hell and I find myself back in the pit from earlier in the game. I ride up the elevator and find Kareem dying. No, not Kareem. We look forward and make it a thing to avenge our fallen friends. Raheem, Dr. Zera, Jade, and now Kareem. Reyes is gonna pay for this. We are now on a mission to defeat Rise, which we were already on the mission to defeat Rise, whatever. I make my way up to the tower a bit more, following the tips that Kareem gave us in his dying words. After nearly getting blown off, we make it up to the top where Rise is. We have a legendary fight, one where whoever has the better reaction time comes out on top. We then find ourselves in a position of failure, but have no fear, Secret Knife is here. We stab Rise in a final last ditch effort, and we watch as he falls to his death. And that's how I beat Dying Light, while only kicking. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, be sure to leave a like on it, comment down below letting me know what you all thought on the video, and subscribe if you're at all new to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.